Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Chicago Bears. The Broncos will kick. Here's Brandon McManus to start us, and we are off from Denver. Now the return man. This is Benny Cunningham. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Come on, come on. Hey, 18. Good room.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
We go. Come on, gotta go.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, and they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Eluding the pressure right. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line.
18.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Gotta go.
This is Howard on second down. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Trubisky with the give to Howard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Here's Trubisky. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down.
Come on, gotta go, gotta go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Trubisky to throw again. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete as well. The veteran Adam Jones there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Parkey's kick is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me,
partner. I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
All right, we're good. Hey, go, Roger. Hey, 50.
Now with a play clock winding down, Vance Joseph says, let's talk this over. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll fake the handoff. Now Keenum. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. Keenum finding Sanders for a big one. 55 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Roger. Cut.
Out of the gun, Keenum. And he's got some space here. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
All right. Go, doctor. Jam. Hey, we're good.
Now with the play clock winding down, Vance Joseph says, let's talk this over. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, that's Lindsey. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. So 1:55 to go in the 1st half. Back to Denver right after this.
Yeah, we're good.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Now Keenum. And he's got it. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Okay, you got 4. Hey, go, Roger. 58, right over there. Yeah. Right, 58, right there. Hey, pick your game up. Hey, go, Roger.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Let's go.
They get it to him running left. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Broncos are in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. Cunningham now to return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. For the Chicago fans, as the Bears come back on the field here, I hate to beat a dead horse, but you go back to that opener. What a heartbreaker. They had the 20-0 lead in Green Bay, your division rival. Everything was rolling, and then Aaron Rodgers led that comeback. But how do they rebound from that? That was a tough defeat.
Yeah, it really was. I think they said during the game that the 17-0 lead at the half for Chicago, that was the biggest deficit Green Bay had at home since 1958.
Wow.
In the first half. So that tells you what a big deal it was. How do they rebound? Number one, you embrace the disappointment. You realize how bad it was and what an opportunity you let slip away. And then you emphasize all the positives in the game. How they ran the football well on offense. How on defense, Khalil Mack led a bunch of guys getting after the quarterback.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Burton as the first half is winding down. And the Bears are in for 6. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down is Keenum. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Keenum. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The final shot before the break. Keenum. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
22. Roger.
Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch there for Thomas. It's a 1st down.
No, Roger.
On 1st down, it's Keenum. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Keenum now on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Akeem Hicks in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Hey, go Roger. On 53. 22.
Keenum to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Right 20. Hey, watch it. Damn. 58. Very left.
Play action. It's Keenum. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
And that's what friends are for.
Right? As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 20.
Go.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Trubisky now to throw on third down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cohen. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust the other team's quarterback? It's just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield. Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Shotgun snap for Keenum. Got his man, it's Thomas. Touchdown, Denver. Demaryius Thomas from 17 yards out. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. McManus now for the extra point. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 14-10. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Being chased out left. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Red, up. We go. You see it? You see it? We go. Let's go. Red, up.
Now Trubisky. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Let's go.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Hey, 52. We're good. Hey, we're good.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Freeman again. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
18.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. He's back to throw. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Trey Burton in the final minute, and the Bears have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
Overeager, so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
That's fielded in the end zone. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I think you're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They go with Howard again, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Escaping the pressure right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.